All right, all right. It's stream time. Let's get this music going. And we'll be right in. How's everyone doing today? How are we doing? It is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. Hump day. How's the music? How's the music looking? All right. Who's ready for a fine, fine night of Minecraft? Let me load in here. George and George Jr. Okay. I will say I've gotten a lot of recommendations, so I'm gonna have to sort through those. Are we ready? Looks like we are. Welcome, welcome. Guys, the TikTok was doing pretty good today, it looks like. I got 50 followers from this TikTok and like a bunch of comments. Where are we at? I'll have to look at that. Yeah, I'm almost at 1,000 followers. Oop, you guys are just hearing that. All right, here we go. Kirby Uno. Okay, got it. Well, look at this. This is our next chunk here. What are we gonna do about that? I guess we're gonna continue. We've got a huge lava fall here. Remember, I know it's kind of choppy going back and forth between the nether here, everything else. It's your 21st birthday? Happy birthday. I am honored that you're spending it watching this, but make sure you go do something fun. Are you in the US? Because that's when you turn 21, you can go out to the bars and stuff. I know in Europe it's very different. But let's get out of this. Let's get out of this nether as fast as we can. It gets pretty deadly down here. I think the music is a little bit loud right now. We'll fix that. Bear with me here. Bear with me. So I do not actually use a mod. I basically do this stuff manually, which is a little bit of extra work. But I basically take all the chunks, like here, I'll go over here. I take all the chunks that I haven't been to and I just fill it with a barrier block. So I can't like break it, I can't go out or anything. And it's just a world editing program that you can download on a computer. But that's what I use instead of a mod. Sorry, I had to switch out. Fix the music a little bit. It's a little loud for me, so as long as it's good for you guys. It's a little secret. I've also been collecting ghast tears. I'm not sure where. Oh, here. I have 15 ghast tears, so we can start fighting the Ender Dragon again, which would be kind of fun. From India, do you get anything special on India on your 21st birthday? I don't know what the drinking age, etc. is there. Anyways, we're a family-friendly channel, right? We don't talk about drinking. All right. Where are we off to today? We are gonna do some cleanup. So, the grand plan: clean up the villager hut, clean up the mob farm. This mob farm, we don't need it. 25. Wow, that's very different. I did not know that. But this is looking really nice. We've got a nice plot of land here by our barn. And we've got all of our beautiful, beautiful mob builds over here. But today, we're going to deal with the unsightly mob farm and the unsightly villager hut. This is an original. I mean, this was here since, what, day 20, day 30, something like that, whenever I got those villagers, which is a long time ago. It's been a while. So let's first figure out, are we going to replace this with anything? I know, 16, 18, 21, 25, that's a crazy difference. But for the villager hut, first of all, we need to make sure we have all of them contained. And I'm thinking we put them all in boats. Boats or minecarts are my options, but boats can hold 2 of them, and I have plenty of wood for sure. So I think we're going to go with boats. So let me just craft up maybe not that many boats. Do I have 40 villagers? Probably. Or 20 villagers? 40? Yeah, probably. We'll start with that. See what we can do. Okay. He didn't want to stay inside. What happened? Did he get, like, unemployed or something? I don't know. You're gonna have to just wait there, I guess. Alright. I would rather have them in boats before we do any construction, because I just don't want to risk the zombies coming in, but I am in hard mode, so I could technically just heal them and turn them back. Oh, I live in the US, so I turned 21 a couple years ago, 2 years ago, I think, yeah. So I am above the drinking age, but not for India. I have thought about netherite. I will tell you this. So, the challenge with netherite, that's why I'm going to the bastion right now. What up, not monkey? But yeah, I'm going to the bastion to try to find, or I'm trying to find a bastion, I should say. I figure if I go in a straight line, I'll find one. But I have plenty of netherite. The problem is, I don't have the little smithing template that you put in here, because you have to get that only from a bastion. I think it's only a bastion. Maybe you can get it from nether fortresses, but I'm pretty sure you only get it from bastions. So that's why I'm going to the bastion right now. That's why I was in the nether earlier today. But the idea is, go to the bastion, get the smithing template, make myself netherite armor, finally. But until then, I'm stuck with this. It's really good armor, but the netherite, you know, it just has more durability, and I think it has more durability. It definitely has knockback resistance, which I like. Knockback resistance is good. So, unfortunately, all these villagers are going to become unemployed for a while. And I have a mess in my inventory right now. It's a problem with this. Oh goodness. What am I gonna do here? But I hope everyone's doing well today. Thank you all for joining another exciting stream, and I hope I can keep it entertaining today. We'll see. I'm gonna kind of stick to my plan of clean up everywhere. Everybody remember that song from preschool or whatever? Anyways, I'm gonna stick to clean up, and let's grab a shulker box so I can put all my massive amount of villager beds and keep all this for later once we relocate the villagers, because the last thing I want to do is have my villagers die. So I will be diligently sleeping and diligently keeping track of these guys. Now, if you could get in a boat with somebody, that would make my life easier. I think it would make it easier. As long as they're all in boats, that's fine with me. All right, beds out of here. Villagers are rounded up. Okay, we had too many boats, but it's better to have a few extra. So this is our supply. Goodness, we need another. Let me just make this beds for now. Let's get most of the employment things here. What do we have most of? This, I guess. Hold on. Grab my glasses so I can see. Yes, I have the chunk thing in the end as well. So I've already been to the end and I fought the dragon. But yes, I have that in the end too. And that's why I have the elytra. That was a long journey as well. I'm hoping the bastion, I won't have to travel as far, but the elytra, that took forever because that's really hard to, I mean, you don't know where to go, so it's really hard to figure out your direction there. Okay, so what to do with all these villagers? Is there somewhere down here we could put them? I think what I'm gonna have to do is make a safe house down here. Yeah, it looks okay. We've already got a little area dug out, but I'm gonna have to make a safe house for them. I think this is part of my house over here, so honestly this is probably pretty good. And there's part of my mine. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll make a safe, secure, lit up area and drop them on in. Actually, where am I in relative to? So we don't want to go much further than this. Yeah, this is probably fine. I'll just open it up a little so no one has a chance of suffocating. We don't want that. And make sure no mobs can spawn or get through in any way. Okay. Maybe we'll block this side off. I don't really want to encroach on my house. There, that should be good. Nemo and Marlin, that's a good name as well. I think I'm gonna end up naming one of the sharks Bruce, and then I might name one of the sharks, what's the shark who says fish are friends, not food? The guy from Nemo. Because someone requested Bruce because that was the shark from Jaws, and then someone requested the Nemo shark too. I can't remember his name. Are they? They're not the same name, are they? Okay, we gotta go to sleep so this guy doesn't die or get targeted. Yeah, we'll see what the guy's name is. I don't know. So down here, where's that place we just dug out? I hope it's close. Oh, a little bit further that way. So it's not really close. Okay. We can expand it. We're gonna expand it because I don't want to move so many of these guys. I might have to move them though. Maybe this will be their final destination. Not a movie, Final Destination. Also Bruce? Okay. Well, we could kill two birds with one stone, I guess. That's fine. We can do that. Okay. After this, let me get some torches. We need this to be plenty lighted up. Some lanterns for the middle. Ah, some leads. That's what I need too. This should be, hopefully it'll be temporary. We'll make a big villager trading hall down there sometime. But since I've already done a lot of my trading, we should be okay where we are. Alright, torch it up. Don't want anyone dying down here. And then let's fire in the hole. Plenty of gaps so no one can end up in here. I don't know why I dug downwards instead of up. Also Bruce. Okay, so that's fine then. We can leave it. We can have both of them be Bruce. Why am I digging that with? Alright, perfect. Alright, so problem here is how am I gonna do this? Okay, that works. Now what? I just have to rock it up and hurt myself every time? What if we drag them by a lead and oops. Well, I mean that works. Except for the fact that they might start suffocating if they pile up like this. Jeff the Land Shark. That's Marvel Rivals, right? Or I don't know if that's Marvel Rivals specific, but Jeff the Land Shark. You know, this is fine, I guess. Oops. Come on, everybody. Will they fall? This might not work, chat. Oh, goodness. What am I doing? Oh, boy. What have I gotten myself into? Alright, back it up. And then these go in. Come on. There we go. Will it break? Yes, perfect. Did anybody die? No. Okay, we're doing good. Let me make this like a corner backstop here. If I just pull them like this, perfect. That's what we need. Now I break the lead. No, 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 no. Stay down. Okay. There we go. That's not bad. Oh, wait. One at a time. One at a time. This is quite a task. Oh, he got stuck on that side, didn't he? Okay, I can break it over here instead. There we go. Now we're picking up speed. Now what I'll actually do is put these guys together, so please. I forgot about this bookshelf. Come on. Go see your friend. There we go. Just so there's less repetitions to do. It's not exactly a exciting task. Now I've got a stack of boat villagers here. I have these, so yes. Alright, you guys are together. Go on down. And then I should probably drop down there and, yeah, start moving them. Come on. Come with me. Oh, this is a problem too. Perfect. Okay, another one. Keep clicking into their inventories. There we go. That's the only problem with having two villagers in there is I can't move it. I have to pull it with a lead. How did I get attached over here? I mean, that works. Okay, one more, and then we'll head back up. What am I getting attached? Bruh, thank you. Oh, that one broke. Good. No, I'll take it. And we should be able to condense some of these guys. Like you can go join this guy. Hop in. There we go. Perfect. Few more. We'll be good. 1, 2, 3, and last one, except for the guy that's outside. There we go. Perfect. I guess we may as well drag this guy up. Now, I don't know if this will go upstairs. Nope, looks like it won't. It's okay, we can just break these. It's all coming down anyways, so what's the difference? Okay, hold on. Does that work? Looks like it. Okay. We have another stack of villagers. And it's going to become nighttime, so let's go to sleep before everyone gets murdered. And then everyone should be safe and sound. Come on, let's go, let's go. Perfect. All right, what do you guys think the future plans should be for this new space that we're gonna have here? I think there's a lot we can do. Can I please fit down here? There we go. Oh goodness, what is happening? I guess I need to tunnel out another few blocks. Oh, this gravel's in my way. Too lazy to get my shovel out. Yeah, there we go. Let's bring everybody this way. I guess we can do this a couple at a time. Detach, detach. You and you. Okay. We'll leave that there for now. But let's bring these guys up. Oh, no, no, no. That's not good. Yeah, that's, I guess, why I wasn't doing that. I forgot about that. Let me out. Alright, we will refrain from doing that again. One at a time. One at a time. No. Okay, and that's the last two. Perfect. Perfect. That's all we need. That's all we need, and now we can close this up safely. There should be enough light over here. And over here. Blocking the tunnel. Nobody will be getting to my villagers. Alright. After this, we are ready for the demolition phase. Is there any spot that's dark that anybody can spawn in? I really hope those guys are going to be okay over here. Now, how am I going to get out? I didn't think about that. Sure. We'll do that. Alright. As long as I don't forget where I put them, they should be fine down there, right? Plans for today. We're going to destroy this eyesore of a villager hut, and we're going to destroy the eyesore of a mob farm. That is the plan for today. I'm trying to make everything look a little bit nicer. And with that comes with letting go of the old relics of my world. Creating something nicer and newer. Getting rid of the stray iron golems that are everywhere. Because everything that I've added recently, everything over here, it looks very nice. And I'm usually more of an industrial type builder, so everything looks blocky and not really in place, let's say. So I'm gonna go for more of looks because everything is nicer that way. So that's the plan for today. What are your plans for today? Watch some stream, maybe go outside. Alright, let's do all this first. Break down the walls. And actually, I should start from the top, shouldn't I? Because I need to get the water sources out of there. Otherwise, water is going to be running all through my builds. Yeah, this is right on that right on the edge of this chunk too. So I have some plans for that. I have some plans for what to put in this chunk. I might end up removing this bridge too, because it's certainly not the prettiest. Alright, now I think the music is too quiet. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's the plan. Watch, stream, and pack. Are you going on vacation? Are you packing for school? Packing for a trip? I'm not a huge fan of packing, but you gotta do it, right? Alright, let's get a water bucket and go delete all the water on the top. There is unfortunately a lot of water up there. There we go. Oh, a cruise. That sounds very fun. That sounds very nice, actually. Alright, off we go to the top of the world. Where's your cruise going? Is it a tropical, like a Bahama type of cruise? Is it a, what other cruises? Alaska? Somewhere in Europe? I've only been on cruises from Florida and Alaska, so I don't know where the other destinations are outside of the US. I know Europe's a big one. And lava. Oops. How about the lava? Thank you. Yes. My farm. It is no longer all this stuff. Alright, that's the thing. We don't need these poppies. I have too much. Too much of that. Our copper golems are LA to Cabo. Oh, is that in Mexico, I think? Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, that sounds very fun. I bet that will be very nice and relaxing. Alright, now we can get to work. Actually, I'm going to undo what I just did. I'm going to start from the top, because this is why I can't get anything done. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff up here still. Alright, we're just strip mining basically. That's all we're doing. Strip mining away my progress. No, we need it to look better. We need something nicer. I'm very typical with my progression in the game. I go through getting a food source, getting villagers and all the enchantments, Oh, well, I guess I do. You know, the normal, like, get my tools, get iron, get armor. I don't know if I usually go to the nether with iron armor. I think I usually wait until diamond armor and get a little bit of protection on it. But I guess it depends. I have tried a bit of speed running, and there's obviously no time for diamond armor in there, but I have tried a bit of speed running before. It's quite a process to get used to. There's a lot of things that are different from your usual game. I wonder if this still works. Nope, looks like it doesn't. There was a thing in, I think it was in Bedrock actually, where you could, if you sprinted and started your pickaxe before you hit a block, you could sprint through them and mine it with a haste beacon, and it would insta mine. But it looks like it doesn't do that in this version. I'm mainly a Java player, so I can't say I know much about Bedrock. But I play it with friends occasionally. Do you guys play mainly Java or Bedrock? Because I know Java is a little less accessible, I would say. You have to have a decent computer. In Bedrock, you can just run it on a good old Xbox. Those are pretty common, I guess. Xbox or PS5. What's the big console right now? The Switch 2 just came out. Wow, that was probably has been like a year, hasn't it? Can't remember when that came out. But that's been out for a while. Yeah, there's some things I like about Bedrock, and there's some things I don't. But I guess I grew up on both. I first got Java on a laptop quite a long time ago, and that was when it was a much simpler game, so my laptop could run it. But after that outgrew it, I got a gaming laptop because I needed to do CAD programs too. But that was good for CAD and gaming. But now I've just upgraded to a PC, which is very exciting for me. Very exciting. This stuff is going to take the longest, isn't it? This deep slate. I don't even remember what this area looked like before, because it's obviously is very flat right now, which is going to look unnatural. This is going to be a big change. Oh, I used to have wheat fields here. That's what I did. I remember now. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some serious terraforming again. I think I actually built this villager hut on the very first chunk that I stepped out of. Like this chunk was my second chunk of the world, I want to say. Oh, we got zombies. I don't have it lit up enough over there, do I? We're gonna have to put torches in this new spot as well. We will see what we can do. I'm not a huge terraformer either, so I don't know if I can make it look natural with such a huge flat spot. But either way, it'll give us a spot to build something else. Oh boy. Yep, this was the original ravine too. Okay, I don't need those. I got plenty of that. Let's get my deep slate though. That's a good building block. Ah, creeper. I've got these cobblestone walls and lanterns everywhere. We're just gonna put this here for now. For now. I guess we should sleep before it gets too dangerous. Okay, that's part one. Let's put all this into the sorting system. I think I said this, but copper golems are working overtime. For sure. Let's make it look somewhat presentable. Let's cover it up with a little bit of dirt. Yeah, we've got leftovers from my path extension over here too. Well, I think there was something like this out here. A little hill. I mean, it clearly went somewhere like this, maybe. Yeah, let's maybe leave that for now. Uh-oh, that was close. Too close. Does everybody know the story of how creepers were made? How they were a mistake from building or from trying to make a pig model? Find that very interesting. I think that was in like all of those Minecraft books, all of the little books you would get when you were learning how to play the game. Do you guys remember those? Yeah, the pig glitch. That's what it was. Okay, this is good. This is not bad. Oh boy, what did I just put water into? That's fine. That's fine. Where did I, like where I got the dirt from? Or all of this? I got the dirt, I don't know, after various projects that I took out. I probably deleted a bunch of terraforming over here to put my barn in, I think. So yeah, in a way it is all from terraforming, I would say. Alright, we've got that. Oops, I need to put a lantern in the middle. The grass will slowly grow in. Make sure it's still lit up, and we'll put something here eventually. I only placed this stuff. The rest of it I just took out. I don't know. I think you might have just, yeah, I just took out a villager hut that I had right here. So there were a bunch of blocks on top of this dirt. But that's our plan for today. And part 2 is going to be taking out this mob farm. Unless there's a better idea, but I think it's time to say goodbye. This is scary. I think it's time to say goodbye to this mob farm and replace it with something a little bit nicer. Alright, what's going on here? Come on. You can do it. Oh, buddy. Well, that's fine. We didn't need it all. It's all going down anyways. Hey, at least this stuff is tough. This breaks pretty easily. The beacon that I built up is gonna was blocking or was blocked by this mob farm, so I had to cut a hole in it like this if I wanted my haste beacon. I have played on Bedrock. I used to play on Pocket Edition when I was younger, and I've played on Windows 10 Edition as well. I played a little bit on Xbox, but I played on Xbox 360 when I was younger with my neighbor. Oh look, we're like right in the corner here. Right in the corner of the chunk. Yeah, unfortunately I don't think there's much of a way to do this challenge in Bedrock Edition, let's say. It would take a lot of commands and stuff. Alright, there's our tough. Our tough is gone. I guess we'll do this now. And look at this view. Alright, this should look much nicer after I take it down. And I gotta delete the water too, so I don't flood my whole farm. I can't say for sure. All I know is there's a special way that bastions and fortresses spawn, and they spawn in a 432 by 432 block quadrant, basically. So I found a quadrant with the Nether fortress, which was the first thing I found in the Nether, and now I've left the fortress and I'm in a new quadrant traveling that way. So only one thing can spawn per quadrant. So I'm out of the quadrant with the fortress. So my hopes are there'll be a bastion soon, but you can't really say for sure because it is still random. So I don't know. I'm hoping it's less than 430 blocks away. That would take a long time, but that's pretty much what I had to do for the Elytra, was travel a couple hundred blocks in one way. But I'm willing to travel because that is what I need to complete my netherite armor set. So I need to make it happen. Also, I need to go collect all my blocks because I don't want to leave everything to despawn. I need this stuff. I'll be rebuilding it sometime, somewhere. I think I'm gonna reserve an area for industrial builds. Something for farms. So it doesn't leave everything looking ugly. So the way that works is I get a chunk each day from any one dimension. So I can choose the nether, the overworld, or the end. So right now I'm choosing the nether and I'm unlocking those chunks. But if I wanted to, I could choose the overworld instead, or I could even build a portal in the nether and travel out into the overworld, and it would spawn a chunk like however many, like hundreds of blocks away because of the nether travel, which I did use that to get to the bastion, or not the bastion, the stronghold. What am I saying? That's what I did. I nether traveled to get to the stronghold, and I nether traveled to a woodland mansion because we found a woodland mansion map. So fast traveling is definitely useful in here since I'm limited by the chunks. So I saved a lot of time by going through the nether towards the fortress, towards the bastion, towards the end, towards the stronghold. Goodness. Because otherwise it would have taken me, 8 times as long. So that's how that works. I don't know if that's the best way to do it or the right way to do it, but that's how that works. I think it's good to still be able to nether travel like that, because otherwise things would just take way too long, you know? All right, halfway. I have gotten a mace. So we got lucky. There was a trial chamber in the same chunk that the stronghold was in. So I got a mace. What was that? Probably like day 150 or something like that. I don't know. Whenever I went to the trial chamber, I kept unlocking chunks and doing the trials and got a mace. I haven't gotten the Windburst enchantment yet, because I think that one's pretty low percentage, right? You get that from the ominous trials. So that's in my plan for the future sometime, is to go back to the trials and try to unlock a Windburst book from one of those vaults. I've got plans for that. I have plans to do an ocean temple one day. I have lots of plans. I have plans for what else? What's one of the other? Oh, the Deep Dark. I want to go to the Deep Dark and get all those enchantments. You know, the Swift Sneak, the compass, the special compass that you get. I want to get the music discs too. You can get those cool music discs, right? Oh, I was just thinking, now that I'm destroying this spawner thing, I'm gonna need a new spot to put my nether temple or nether portal. So we'll have to build something for that. Maybe something that looks a little cooler than just a little hut in the ground, but we'll probably keep it like this for now, just cover it up a bit. I'll be honest, I usually don't do much, I guess, renovation in my worlds. I usually build stuff and I don't revisit it because I'm more focused on the progressing and getting the advancements, but it's quite nice. It's quite fun to focus on builds and little stuff like frogs and this barn. It's made me enjoy it a lot. All right, last part. We'll take down this tunnel. And then we'll just have to cover up our nether portal. And that should be all for today. Should be a little bit of a shorter stream. I'll make myself dizzy here. Almost done. Yeah, what else do we think? What else do we think this world needs? I mean, we've got a lot going, but that's the nice thing. Minecraft is infinite. You can build as much as you want. Yeah, you can do that. Alright. Well, this is just gonna stick around probably. For now. Until I figure out what to do with that. Because I gotta keep my nether portal somewhere in this area. Otherwise, I don't think it'll link up to that one. Well, I'm glad you enjoy the series. I'm glad you guys are watching too. I'm glad it's getting the attention. It definitely keeps me going with it. It's very encouraging. Yeah. Some nether warts leftovers. Okay. Well, what do we... Let's take a sleep. And let's see what we think. Also, can I record and stream at the same time? I guess I could, right? Yeah, looks like it. Alright. Ooh, my pickaxe is getting pretty low. Well, I think now calls for a few more names to the wall of goats. So whoever is watching, I don't think you're on here yet, right? Abe. Yeah, I don't think so. Abe, welcome to the Wall of Goats. And then, who else? Kirby Uno instead of Pedro. So let's fix that. Where's Pedro's? Kirby Uno. Got that sorted. And then the rest of the names that we need to add in my notes app. Galleria Dorame. Driss 213. Patate. Bukra 1161. BYTY guy. Alright, that's it. So let's go put this stuff away. And that'll be all for today. My poor copper golems are working overtime for their sorting, but that's just good. Finish recording. Destroy village. That's what we did today, right? And then we're off to the nether to finish her off. I have a problem with this I need to make it a little more accessible over here. We're gonna end up hurting ourselves. Well, we already have, technically. We've hit ourselves. At least over here, it's a little bit more calm. It's only zombie piglins. But the more chunks we unlock in the nether over here, the more we've got the more we've got from mining netherite, which is good. Also, you can kind of use these barrier blocks as a little assist to get up here, which is nice. Alright, what's going on here though? It probably is weird because I cut the chunks off like that. But I would rather not be flown over by lava, so let me block that off. I do have enough ancient debris for full netherite and another a pickaxe as well. But that's gonna be all for today. Thanks for joining in. Make sure you watch the shorts, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day, evening, night. See you later.